Hi, I'm Symphoneers, and today we're taking a look at Mono White LIFEGAIN because it's Monday, I'm tired, I wanted an easy deck to play. But I was pleasantly surprised when it actually held up very well, partly due to opponents maybe not playing the best, but so the deck is based around just using Leyline of Hope to kind of accelerate or make a little bit punchier the basic Pridemate game plan of just gaining some life, getting big 2-drops to beat the opponent dead with. To support that general shape of plan, we have 4 Enduring Innocences. These are the primary card advantage engine of the deck, because everything enters as a small creature until we have the Leyline of Hope buffs anyway, and if we have that, great, who cares? Aside from the Enduring Innocences, though, we do have 3 Inspiring Overseers and 4 Helpful Hunters. These are just kind of a, like, transparent include, or a thing that can get us life gain triggers or whatever if we have a Hinterland Sanctifier down, and draw us cards and ensure that we don't have, like, weird lopsided hands that don't draw enough of whatever. They're like backup for the Enduring Innocence. In the 2-drop slot, we have 4 pieces of removal, 2 Ossifications, 2 Sheltered by Ghosts. Just generic exile removal to interact with the opponent and stuff. The Sheltered by Ghosts is nice here because it has, it gives the creature lifelink, so that can help us trigger all of our, like, Pridemate things. I've sort of briefly mentioned them, but yeah, Pridemates, whenever you gain life, put a counter on them. The Essence Channeler is that, but with more text, and is good. They'll kill people. They're annoyingly effective. In the 1-drop slot, we have 4 Leonin Vanguards. These are just a nice 1-drop cat that if we have a couple of creatures down, they will give us a little life gain ping every turn. And yeah, they are pretty reliable for triggering the Pridemate and the Essence Channeler in all but like the most removal heavy matchups. And yeah, I already kind of mentioned the Hinterland Sanctifier. Just whenever another creature enters, we gain a life. It's one of the main ways that we actually trigger the Pridemates and get the Leyline of Hope buff active, and so on. We also have 4 laydown arms just for removing the Shieldreds and Slickshot show-offs and etc. Just clean, efficient exile removal. And yeah, that is... Oh, and the Fountain Ports. The Fountain Ports are somewhat relevant just because making a fish token can trigger your Hinterland Sanctifiers and stuff. And you can also... The fact that costs a life triggers the Essence Channeler and etc. All of the kind of considerations and stuff that affect how it like works in the Bat life gain deck effectively apply here too. And yeah, that's more or less the deck. If you like the deck and like the video, like, subscribe, etc. Always helps the channel a lot. If you want to support the channel even more, and I would appreciate it, my rent might be going up again. You can dig around in the description for Patreon, a link to my Twitch, etc. If you're buying cards, you can buy them through Card Trader using my link and code. You get a little discount, I get a little kickback. It's good. Yeah, all that rambling out of the way, let's get on to some actual gameplay. Sure. We've got 2 bunnies. How can we lose? Teeny tiny bunny, go vroom vroom. Yeah, what's better than 1 bunny? 2 bunny. And a cat. Stack goes brrr, cat triggers, we are up to 24 life. Opponent plays a Hushwood Verge and gets a forest, so maybe they're not on domain or whatever. Fountain Port? 22 land deck, by the way. No, Beans? So they are domain? Or like Selesnya Overlords or something? Well, simply do a bonk, I guess? We've gotten like some interaction and a bunch of cheap threats. Which is not quite how I would like to do it. But they are at 9, so, you know, it's workable. We can make a fish. And actually go up life from the Hinterland Sanctifiers, so that's neat. 30 life, as you do. They're holding the Fabled Passage to be like, haha, I can make another cat, or haha, I can put counters on cat, probably make another cat. That makes more sense. And we don't have, sorcery speed, or sorry, instant speed, duh, removal. So that's awkward. This is a, oh yeah, Sheltered by Ghosts is a thing. We can force them to do it now. I don't know if that's like better necessarily than just hitting the token. The nice thing is it does make the ossification useful, like they can't fully hold priority goozle us or like just, yeah, kind of awkwardly stop our stuff from working. They just take this, sure. Maybe we're supposed to be a little bit more willing to lose a Hinterland Sanctifier there. We just have so much stuff that keys off of life gain that didn't feel super appealing to me. Hopefully the Sheltered Felidar Retreat is giving them problems, or like anything in before Sunfall. Buried in the Garden. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, so they are going to get the Overseer back. Or pardon me, the Felidar Retreat. That was under the Overseer. We play out New Cat, Who Dis. And do a bonk, taking the opponent to 3. I do think that they're probably playing sweepers, just in that if they have like a non-creature way to make creatures in Felidar Retreat, Sunfall or something does seem fairly reasonable. Doubling Season. I heard you like Felidar Retreat. Sure. 2 cats. Oh, the Lord of the Hauntwoods. Oh, jeez. And that makes 2 everywheres. Sure. That's neat. That's a lot of cats, which is not ideal. Make another fish? On one hand, this is somewhat concerning. On the other hand, we are at 38. Okay. Great. Yep, 22 lands. Like a demon on wheels, turn, turn, turn. Oh, just kill me, just get me out of here. Hard flooding out of that game is very frustrating, especially when we have a fine start. 2.1 is like, yeah, 22, 23. Arena has hand smoothing. Helpful Hunter. Sorry, no, yeah, just staring at this, mumbling to myself like, oh, well. Xerox Theory says if we turbo hard enough. Of course, as revenge for cutting a land, Arena gives me a 1-land hand. Yeah, we can Essence, or like Hinterland Sanctifier on 1, Essence Channeler on 2, and do like Pridemate and or Sanctifier. I don't know if it's worth getting down both Sanctifiers if that messes up our sequencing. Okay, we will keep 6. Sorry, helpful hunter, you're a cantrip. Hinterland Sanctifier. Yeah. Just do a thing. Go vroom vroom. Actually hitting 3 lands is sort of nice in that we can do Sanctifier plus Pridemate. Essence Channeler, oh jeez. Oh gosh, oh golly. Sanctifier. And Pridemate. Life gain triggers go brrr, as they are wont to do. I'll trade a Sanctifier for a bat. They opt not to take it, as one might expect. Sweet Zoraline, bum bum bum. Bet. Okay. Well, I was going to make a fish, but as a treat, we can play out another Hinterland Sanctifier and have 1 billion counters on the things. They do have to block here or they die. I would double block the Pridemate. They opt to simply chump it. If you... Why not chump the Essence Channeler? But I digress. Sweet Zoraline, etc., etc. Bat goes brrr. Ossification. Great. We just body them with 2 Pridemates. And, yeah, or, you know, functionally 2 Pridemates, and yeah, good games to the opponent. Yes. Hinterland Sanctifier on 1, Essence Channeler on 2, then we have an Inspiring Overseer. This is good. This is good stuff. They're gonna kill my bunny, aren't they? No, Hopeless Nightmare. Goodbye, Ossification. Hello, Essence Channeler. That happens, we do a bonk. Essence Channeler becomes a 3/2. Nope, bat, okay. Oh no, my cantrip. We will be sure to get the Fountain Port down before more discard stuff can happen. The Essence Channelers go brrr, and we swingeth thusly, taking the opponent to 14. Bandit's talent, doot 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 doot. Oh no, my planes! That planes was 1 day away from retirement. Reanimator with discard? I don't like it. Not for like power level reasons. They are decks with conflicting build incentives, so they don't like lair particularly well, but maybe that's like a finicky take. The opponent chump blocks the Hinterland Sanctif... No? Okay. They go to 5. Fountain Port is nice here in that we get to trigger the Essence Channelers. And I just think that's neat. They are dead on board? They are incredibly dead on board if they do that. Okay. Helpful Hunter, do. We just did this last turn. To combat, you say? Oh, sorry, yeah, they're actually not dead on board if they hold that back and block properly. Because there's combat math anyway, good games to the opponent. Sure? Helpful Hunter get a third land for Enduring Innocence, Pridemate, Essence Channeler? Type of thing, I think? This is like Orzhov Overlord-y type of thing? We do get a Leonin Vanguard. Okay, good. Hitting 3 lands is helpful. Did we see Exile in there? No, just the Shadow Lord. Or the Overlord of the Mistmoors. Hi, Lily. Sanctifier is something. I would like to Enduring Innocence. Maybe this is incorrect. Sorry, I'm stalling out so hard. I like getting at least one of them down. Like one of the kind of Pridemate type cards. Just to exert pressure and like maybe soak some removal or something. In particular, exile removal, we would really not like the Enduring Innocence to get exiled. Matzalantli. It's not just any door, it's a great door. Simply the best door. Essence Channeler goes brrr. Leonin Vanguard goes brrr. Leyline of Hope. Better late than never, I guess. Big Bonk. Opponents at 3, so they can't Sunfall me. Yet. Matzalantli filters. Valkavoth, so it is like Reanimator in particular. The split skin doll. Something I can keep all my organs in. Black Tin Box by Mike Snow featuring Likely? Lyrically? It's been a long time since I've looked at the, like, actual title on that song. It's good. We don't actually meet the Leyline of Hope clause yet, which is a little awkward. We could just try to body them with Pridemates, like, keep developing with threats, they Valkavoth or whatever, and we just have a giant board to work with. That might be something. If they... yeah, I don't know. I think we need to be somewhat aggressive here, or like risk playing into a sweeper. 'Cause if we don't have a lot of board presence, then we can't even really try to win the game that effectively, anyway. This does threaten lethal. They do have exile, but it doesn't get, doesn't target the Enduring Innocence. So that's something. They block my rabbit, really? That does say to me they have a sweeper, which I don't love. If they Sunfall... not Sunfall. If they Sunfall, we probably scoop, because Helpful Hunter's a good cap, but it's not winning a game. From that position. No Sunfall, though. Enduring Innocence. Let's get it off the battlefield so I don't have to keep going like, Sunfall. I mean, it would still be bad, but protecting our card advantage engine by sacking it with Lily or whatever is pretty good. So, we can lay Line of Hope and then lay down Arms, the Overlord of the Baelmerk, and do a big smash. And hopefully that kills them. Triggers? If they had spot removal, they should have done it before the Lean in Vanguard trigger, because taking a creature off the field would have prevented life gain. They anoint with the Affliction that one, and that ends up being a critical mistake on their part. Sequencing is extremely important. Sequencing is extremely important. Anyway, good games to the opponent. Istanbul, not Constantinople. No, it's Istanbul, not Constantinople. Sure, sure. We have a Sanctifier. We have 2 Pridemates. We have a delightful cat. Lead with the Hinterland Sanctifier. The opponent surveilled a Vivian into the graveyard off of their shadowy backstreet. They have not actually shown us green mana yet. Amalia Benavides Aguirre. Wow. I think we can let them have Amalia for 1 turn. Just because, like, Pridemate plus Exile next turn, and getting a effective Pridemate down this turn is good pressure, good tempo. Authority of the Consuls. Okay. I would like to Pridemate number 2. I'm basically always going to just call Essence Channeler a Pridemate. I should stop hinging or whatever, because is what the card is. It has extra steps, but they're the same card. Corporate wants you to identify the difference between these 2 pictures, etc., etc. Exile Amalia. Do a bonk. Opponent goes back down to 19. Yeah, we're probably just doing like Helpful Hunter plus shoot Zoraline? I don't know.
You've made a friend.
Really useful book.
The amount of double greens... They finally have a forest. The amount of double green pip stuff they've shown for not starting with a green source or whatever is a lot. Oh yeah, we have Case of the Uneaten Feast. I should remember that. I haven't actually felt that it's been, like, missing, or... I think it's potentially a better include than Authority of the Consuls. Or it has, like, a lot more utility and stuff, and doesn't hinge on your opponent playing creatures. But, I mean, we've won a bunch of games so far, so... Yeah, not feeling too worried about it or too fussy or whatever. Analyze the pollen. Oh boy. Oh, I missed a follow? Thank you to Let Vibe for the follow a minute ago. Appreciate it. Glad you're enjoying the stream. Authority of the Consuls number 2 for the opponent. Starscape, Cleric, doot, 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 doot. I mean, we can make a fish just to assert dominance, I guess. It is net up. Like, we do more damage because we have the 2 Hinterland Sanctifiers. Anyway, yeah. Unnecessary, I just wanted to, because, yeah, good games to the opponent. We keep doing a murder upon enemies playing, like, the Bats or Orzhov kind of life gain adjacent builds, so, I don't know. Playing mono white life gain seems decent, seems neat. This is an interesting hand. I don't know if it's a good hand, but it's interesting. Double Ley Line of Hopes. We don't have a Pride Mate or like early life gain, which is the one strike against it, kind of. But yeah, we have these. And we can Helpful Hunter on too. And we curve up to Enduring Innocence. So kind of all that together is like, well, give it a shot, see what we can do. If reverse is discard, this is weirdly maybe bad or like kind of awkward hand. No, Iridescent Vine Lasher, okay. We draw some land. Helpful Hunt. We're down to 21 lands at this point, I think. Yeah. God damn. They've moited my cat. Arena! Ha-cha-cha-cha-cha! Magic the Gathering. I love variance. Variance is very fun. Okay, great. Of course we get Glissa. I mean... no attacks, end turn. What's the wording on you again? Yeah. Opponent cracks a Fabled Passage, they'll do the Vine Lasher thing again. So we have the Fountain Port activation. We can block Glissa with the Enduring Innocence or the Fish. They do, in fact, do the Enduring Innocence, or remove the Enduring Innocence. So we need to make the Fish here to draw a card. We do get a Laydown Arms. No removal for the Fish, which is great. 10 out of 10, no notes. No non-land cards. Which is less good. But hey, we can make another Fish. Freeze Strider Lookout. Oh, jeez. Oh boy. Oh, howdy. Freeze Strider Lookout does some stuff. They get a Fabled Passage off of it. We're up down to 12 just off of like Vine Lasher pings. Any non-land card would be great. It would be very helpful. Hinterland Sanctifier, okay, okay. Non-land cards, wee-woo, wee-woo. Sound the alarm. This is the police speaking. Do, 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 do. Q, Halls of the Mountain King. Weird LimeWire-ass remix. Sorry, just flashing back to, like, what was it, 7th grade gym class or something for no reason in the middle of a game. Yeah, no, I don't really care about attacking with the Fish. Like, I think it's theoretically, or did they have the Foundry? Blocks, keeping our blocks open here, it seems more important to me and more useful than getting a single point of damage in when they're at, well, now 22. They do have another Glissa, but we have a lot of stuff to chump block with, so that's nice. They play the Mosswood Dread Knight. Do. There's a bird right outside my window. Cool and good. Sometimes the tiny little birds, the house sparrows, to wake me up in the morning tapping on my windowsill. And it's great. 10 out of 10 no notes. Good birds. Just do this. I don't love Sheltered by Ghosts in this matchup, but just, like, not having to worry about the Glissa would be nice. We do a bonk. We get a lot of value off of Leyline of Hope. Oh yeah, that they trigger, they flip off of the additional life gain from the Sheltered by Ghosts. And yeah, our opponent gives up because they just fully run out of gas there. That's neat. Good games to the opponent. Yes. Leyline of Hope. Hinterland Sanctifier. We don't necessarily have a banger turn 2, because they don't play a creature. But our turn 3 onward is decent, or interesting enough. If we're versus Azorius Control, that might be a little bit of a problem, because they are fairly likely to have Exile. No attacks, because gnome. We wouldn't want to disrespect the gnome. It is a bold and beautiful gnome. Our opponent does get stuck on 2, which is potentially quite good for us. I favor drawing multiple cards here. Weirdly, or I think I might want to hold on to the Hinterland Sanctifier just for another, or like a reliable... No, never mind. If things are big and getting the Leyline of Hope buff... Yeah, that would also make it bigger than the Enduring Innocence because of state-based stuff. Simulacrum Synthesizer. Okay. So they are very scary. But the good news is they stumbled for a turn and we have the Leyline of Hope buff. So I think we can capitalize. Certainly seems like we're going to be able to. Stick the gnome in the bones and take the opponent to 4. Please no sweeper. Thran Spider. Okay. I would like to ossify the Thran Spider and win the game. Yeah, they miss a single turn, and the Leyline of Hope buff means we're actually able to pressure them fast enough to just get the win there, and no, that's neat. Good games to the opponent. Keep 7. We've got a Leyline of Hope, we've got a Hinterland Sanctifier and a Pridemate. What more could you want? We've got a 1-2-3 curve. They're going to kill my delightful bunny. I'll take them putting themselves down a card. That's one of the few things that I will just like do a moderately BM nice for, is a duress that whiffs. I don't think you should play duress main in best of 1. A lot of people do it. Maybe I'm wrong, but yeah, it pleases me when they get punished for it. Anyway, lay down arms, slurp up the bat, play out a Hinterland Sanctifier, get a little bit of life gain, do a bonk, take the opponent to 17. 3 mana for the opponent. My Overseer, I just got that back. Cut down on one of my delightful little baby rabbits. I would like to do a bonk and take the opponent to 12. Unstoppable Slasher. Oh, jeez. Inspiring Overseer. Ajani's Pridemate, Ajani's Pridemate. Draw a card. Shame about our attacks. I like that we have the Leyline of Hope buff. That's helpful, because it means like our Inspiring Overseer can trade with the Slasher, or even our Hinterland Sanctifier or whatever, although we kind of want to keep that around. Unholy Annex. Yeah, they're absolutely doing like Demon, Unstoppable Slasher, etc., etc. This meme dot pile. I say having made a video on this meme dot pile. Other people always seem to have more luck with it than I do. Let's Helpful Hunter first for information. The opponent very slowly figuring out if they should cut down. I don't even know what they can do with one black here. Yeah, we do this. We exile the Unstoppable Slasher. And do a big bonk. We bonketh thusly. Opponent chump blocks the Pridemate. Going to 8, and losing the bat. We have card draw in hand, which is nice. The opponent can get a 6/6 demon off of Ritual Chamber. I don't know if they want to play a Shieldred or something. No, they're just dead. Cool, they probably have like some lines in hand, like play a Shieldred or whatever, but that's not enough to stop them from dying. Once again, the Leyline of Hope buff doing work that game, so yeah, I'll take it. Good games to the opponent. This hand is okay. We have Cat 1, Cat 2, and wouldn't you know it, Cat 3. There's so many cats. With 3 cats? The power of 3 cats combined? How could we lose? It's simply impossible. We toss the laydown arms to the thingamajig. Leyline of Hope here is a little bit more awkward. Couldn't be one card up, huh? Although they have more discard, it's actually a very good discard target, or like a thing that can soak a bandit's talent or whatever, so that's less bad, or an upside to drawing it. We would like a 3rd land for the Enduring Innocence if they're on like straight up and down discard. Getting a card advantage engine online would be helpful.
This is my home, and I don't appreciate it when people touch my things.
If not, we might just have to do Sad Cat. Low. We started with 3 cat, now we're down to 1 cat. A simply outrageous state of affairs. Bandit's talent, beep bop beep ba da. Do they want to uptick Lily? It is pretty favorable for them with this board state. They can just level up the bandit's talent and like, yeah, hammer on discard stuff and go to town. Yes, they do the thing.
Secrets.
We lose one of the Enduring Innocence. We do get the other one down, though, and that's helpful. Bonk Lily, keep her loyalty low. Hi, Shieldred.
Don't overthink things.
Helpful Hunter, do. This might be one that even if we theoretically can't, I mean, we're not that far away from just losing. Let's do a bonk to stop Lily from mattering. Take her off the battlefield even though we lose a thing. They block the lean-in Vanguard because the Enduring Innocence is fine, dead, or like retains value through death. Deep Cavern Bat gets the Pridemate. Yeah, we really are just working against like drain 2 a turn, or drain 4 a turn, or whatever right now. Inspiring Overseer. Assorted triggers happen. Okay. Bonketh thusly? They looked like they were considering it for a second, and I would have been very happy with that trade, like getting a Pride Mate back. New Liliana, who this?
When I win, you're telling
I
me
really
you
think they should be
know
leveling up
about
the bandit's
Raven.
talent. This cat.
We all have things we'd rather.
Without 3 cat, this cat, simply no good. Anyway, jump block with the inspiring. Oh, no, the opponent opts to keep Shieldred back. Enduring Innocence number 2. Yeah, I like leveling up the bandit's talent for them because it lets them draw cards and actually like curve up to an Overage of Persistence or something, or start building their own advantage instead of kind of just doing Shieldred stuff or whatever. I guess we're supposed to play this out. We can kind of make them block an Enduring Innocence. Like force a block here, I assume, with Shieldred, because like they should want to keep Lily up.
You're gonna need a good Undertaker.
Well, this gets us a card, right? Because it's a new game object? Oh yeah, and we didn't trigger this one yet. Sheltered by Ghosts. Well, that certainly makes their board state a lot less menacing.
I'm done here.
Ooh, they do this, which I think is probably wrong. Our creatures are worse than our hand. They finally level up the bandit's talent after we have 2 cards in hand. I think we're okay blocking the Shieldred, actually. For a second I was like, what if Hinterland Sanctifier? We need the life gain. This isn't bad, though. Sheltered by Ghosts. Slurp. Oh, we could take the Bandit's Talent. But if they have a way to deal with the Sheltered by Ghosts, then they get the Bandit's Talent again, and we have to discard stuff, and yada yada yada. Oh, Essence Channeler. We maybe keep this in hand. We maybe keep this in hand. Because, yeah, we've triggered the Innocences. And it can trigger that next turn, and it also stops Bandit's talent drain and card draw stuff. Like, it's a little bit risky-ish, but we got a fair bit of value out of being patient. Yeah, is a little bit unnecessary, but listen, it's fine. Should we Helpful Hunter? I mean, I guess we don't need to first, and we should get the Essence Channeler down first for pips and things. Counters. Words are hard. Lay down arms. Great. Goodbye, Shieldred number 2. Do another... No, we should, once again, just... Same reasons as last time, keep the Helpful Hunter in hand. Even if it's like a little goofy or unnecessary or whatever. Cut down. Cut down? In this economy? It's more likely than you might think. Welcome back, Shieldred. Oh, my hinterland sanctifier. Oh no. One day away from retirement. Leyline of Hope number 2. Fountain Port. Do we just hard cast the Leyline of Hope? Like, do we get value out of... I mean, I guess we should. Helpful Hunter. Let's do this. There is sort of a reason to play first in that we get like a little bit more life off of the Hinterland Sanctifier trigger, and we could hit removal that deals with Shieldred. We are also back up at... well, now we're down to 13, which is less good, but we do... this stuff happens. We gain 3 again, and we have the big Essence Channeler with Flying and Vigilance to do a bonk with. The opponent goes to 15. Yeah, the Enduring Innocence is very much proving their worth in this matchup, and the general life gain stuff being cool and helpful. Goodbye, Inspiring Overseer. You're not a draw engine, like Enduring Innocence. I guess it gives us, like, a life gain ding, but... yeah. Bandit's Talent stuff happens. Draw a card. Hinterland Sanctifier. We would like to do it first for life gain reasons. We potentially whiff a trigger on this Enduring Innocence, but not a huge problem. Okay, good. Shoot Shieldred. Do this Enduring Innocence. Assorted triggers happen. Our opponent gives up because, yeah, we're able to establish value engines where, like, the Enduring Innocences basically keep us in that game in terms of card advantage. The Hinterland Sanctifiers and Leylines of Hopes keep us from dying to Shieldred procs or whatever. And from there, yeah, we were able to just body them while they're, like, stuck on 4 lands and not drawing multiple cards off of Bandit's Talent and stuff. And this is good. Started a little rough, but we got there. Good games to the opponent. Thank you for watching the video, and an extra big thank you to the Patreon patrons and YouTube members that help make these videos possible. Hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.